And this should also mean, oh, he's already here. It was great casting alone, but thankfully I'm alone no longer. Welcome to the stream, El Padrino himself, Ducklings.
Thank you for noticing me, Light. It was very thoughtful of you.
Look, man, you snuck in here, man. Oh my god. But yeah, I was a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit sad. Skylar, he didn't show up, man.
Yes, I don't know where he went. He just gave the world cover to PureLegacy, so that's life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but don't worry, mate. We'll see him in the raffle.
Oh, true. Will we? Did he play? Oh no, he did. Okay. He's good. That's all he wanted. But yeah, welcome, Ducklings. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've casted together.
Like 1 week, less than 1 week. We were casting the DreamHack qualifiers, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, the closed qualifiers. I think that was the last one.
Yes. I thought that I was gonna cast yesterday, but then I realized that you were saying other people, like.
You're like, don't think I didn't see. Don't think I didn't notice. Oh god.
Anyhow, man, speaking of other people, here we have the first player in these semifinals for Battle of the America, the American Terran player. This is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Canadian Zurich player representing Storm Gaming. It is Bioice. Oh boy.
But yeah, how are you, Light?
Good.
How have you been? How the hell did you manage to survive the week of DreamHack group stages?
Yo, I could keep going. It was after day 2, because we only did 2 days. Day 1 was 15 hours and day 2 I think was 12. I was like, I can keep going. I was like, let's go. Oh god. But yeah, it was intense to say the least, but it was a good experience. It was a fun experience. What I will say is that I hope everyone gives some love to Yaku, because Yaku suffered more because he actually had to wake up early for class the next day, which is,
oh god.
And he helped me out by staying up for Europe for a couple of matches.
Okay, now we know if Yaku failed his class, it is all Light's fault.
It's my fault. It's all my fault. Nah, he's fine with his classes, but yeah, he does have to be there. He does have to be present, so yeah, he was having a rough time.
I mean, if he's in trouble, he can just say that he had to work.
There you go. His
boss made him too.
Oh god. So, yeah,
but yeah, like there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you today while this game is starting up. First up, today is a very important day for me, like VIP.
Oh.
Because I got my first COVID shot.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes, so I'm less prone to die now.
That's always a good thing.
Yes.
Oh god.
Second mate, you and Cristiano, what's up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially because like, for those, I did mention it before a little bit, but you did get a full-time job recently, right? So I know that you have a little bit less free time available to you. So I'm like, look, Ducklings, his time is running out. I don't know how much longer you've got left on this world, so I had to make sure that I had like a contingency plan just in case. Prepare for the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like VIP, everyone. He's preparing to kill me now.
Oh god, that's not what I said. Oh god. So it's
Yeah.
great. It's great to hear you got your shot. So we got like at least a couple more years left. It's good. It's good.
Yes, I mean, it is only the first dose. So in a couple more weeks, I probably gonna get the second. And at the moment, man, my arm hurts.
I was about to
I'm not gonna be playing StarCraft anytime soon.
Feels bad, man. I was about to say that yeah, there are a couple of side effects when it comes to it. So hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you're okay.
I'll be fine. It's only my arm. Nothing. I don't expect anything more to happen. Just having my arm a little rough for the next couple of days. Speaking of rough, man, PureLegacy going for battle cruisers.
Oh yeah. He did open up with a third CC before Starport, but once he got that Starport up and running, he does have a fusion core on the way. And so far, Bioice, he hasn't scouted this. He didn't even see the Starport.
Yeah, the Overlord didn't. I mean, he saw the Viking, so he knows there's a Starport.
True.
But yeah, he didn't manage to get into the base. The Viking came just at the right time to stop the Overlord from going in, and Bioice is completely blind to what PureLegacy is doing at the moment.
Yeah, that he is. I mean, he's still getting spores up and running. He has a decent amount of queens. But again, it's one of those things where they have to be in position. They also have to make sure that they don't let these Hellions into a mineral line.
Yes, definitely. It is one of the most important things when playing against this kind of build. You know, many times the battle cruisers are just going to be the distraction, and the Hellions are actually the one thing that are going to do damage. But we'll see. Both things can be very, very dangerous if not treated properly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also really curious to see if we have a commitment into BCs, right? Like, we have one on the way so far. Are we going to see more than one, right? Are we going to see like a mass? Oh my god, because we have mech coming out, 2 more factories.
Yes. Earlier on, when he was playing versus Jim Rising, he actually went mech.
Oh god.
And I think he lost them, but he went mech at least one game that I saw. That he was in. I don't think these battle cruisers are going to be like a very big commitment because he is not researching Yamato.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It is one of the, instead, he went straight for the 2 factories and the 2 armories, man.
What I'm worried about is that like all the lanes got cleaned up, so like these queens, they have to be here for the Hellions, and the BC, it's in. And mate,
yes, the BC.
Even though we don't have a commitment, yeah, we don't have a commitment, mate. There's a second one on the way as well.
Look, 1 or 2 BCs is normal. More than 2 is when you start to go into commitment mode.
Oh yeah. Oh god, but this is already a lot of damage. Like 9 drones. Oh my god.
Yeah, 9 drones killed so far. Nice work by PureLegacy. The BC is still alive, and there we go, mate. Yamato upgrade is starting.
Oh god, this is disgusting. This. Hi. So we do have Yamato. We're gonna have a lot more BCs coming out here from PureLegacy. I mean, Bioice, he's trying to work on that on the response, right? The Spire is on the way.
Yes, there's gonna be a Spire soon. I expect that he's going to go for Corruptors with the Spire. The thing is, if he go for Corruptors, I'm not sure how much resources he's gonna have left for dealing then with the ground mech army that PureLegacy is starting to build.
That's always that's always like we have to be careful with, right? You have to find a nice balance between the two.
I have won my fair share of ladder games because the other player went for Corruptors against my VCs, and I just killed him with tanks and Hellions. Because spoiler alerts, Corruptors don't shut down.
They don't. Funnily enough, it's crazy. They should.
Yeah, they should. Totally. #balance.
But the BC gets into the natural. The Spore goes down. More workers are falling. The Queens are still busy with the Hellions, but finally they deal with them. Finally they can respond.
Yes, finally. The other VC survived. Yeah, the other VC is alive. He's on the corner. And he just returned home. So yeah, he didn't lose any VCs. He did quite a lot of damage. I believe he killed in total like 14 drones or so. So yeah, nice work by PureLegacy. 9 Corruptors are on the way. So in theory, the battle cruisers won't be a problem anymore as soon as those Corruptors come out. And yeah, just scan for PureLegacy to confirm. Yeah, there's Spire.
Yeah, exactly. And Bioice, as you were saying, he is going to eventually deal with the Corruptors, but like there's more to PureLegacy's composition than that. He's already working on Thors to deal with the Corruptors. He's working on his mech army as well, Hellions, Cyclones. This is getting pretty scary. What I will say is that Bioice has done a really good job at re-droning up. That's great so far. He just has to make sure he protects these drones, right? He can't afford to lose more workers like the way he has been.
Yeah, definitely. PureLegacy just losing one battle cruiser to the Corruptors. Unfortunately, it didn't manage to warp in time, so one less battle cruiser to worry about. Now he has to start worrying about the mech army mate, because he's going your favorite style of mech army mate. He's going the battle mech.
Oh yeah. There we go. The Ferrari mech, mate. The Ferrari mech is on the way. Oh boy, as the Hellions and the Cyclones are coming out, you know, they're pulling the attention of Bioice here to the left-hand side of the map. At the same time, those two BCs are sneaking across. They do have their Yamatos.
Yes, BCs are here. There are 3 queens. It's not gonna be enough, especially if Yamato cannon is used. But here come the Corruptors, man. The Corruptors are the real deal here. Yeah, just a couple of Yamatos and the BCs run away.
That they do. At the same time, the Roach Ravager is trying to deal with these Hellions. The Lings actually going for a surround.
Are they going to do it? They need to be careful. The Hellions have Blue Flame already, and those Lings are going to melt very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. The Lings, they do run into the reinforcements instead. All the Lings are going to go down, and now there's nothing to protect the Ravagers. Oh no.
Yeah, the idea here by Bioice was very good, but unfortunately the army was lacking in numbers. If he had a few more roaches, a few more army to buffer, I think he could have done a lot of damage there.
Yeah, and this is an expensive loss, like losing all the Ravagers like that. Now he has to rebuild his roaches, rebuild the Ravagers. He needs a little bit more time. Thankfully, PureLegacy, because mech is a little bit slow, he does back off for a moment. Oh, double expanding behind this, because why not? Oh my god.
It's pretty normal with mech when you when you expand, because when you have your full 3 bases, you usually have enough money to just build the 2 CCs, and you need it because of 1, the mules, and 2, you need to expand quickly after your bases start to become depleted.
Exactly. And he's doing that very well here. Meanwhile, the Roach Ravager has returned. This time, all the Lings already fell earlier on, so they're not here to get any wraparound. The Cyclones are getting some nice lock-ons. The BCs are actually not a part of this. They're actually, once again, going across the map.
Right, I was expecting them to be part of the defense, but this 2 is down. Let's see how much damage can those BCs do. The Corruptors are here on the other side of the map, so they won't be able to defend against them.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, to be honest. Like, the Corruptors, sure, they get a CC, but there's another one where that came from. All the Lings are being cleaned up. The Planetary is going to come into play as well. There's not a lot of Roaches left to buffer for the Ravagers, and at the same time, the BCs do hit across the map, and they take out a base.
Yes, they're going to take out the 4th base of Bioice, and mate, this is... they basically traded bases, but the base for Bioice was more important because it was actually mining.
Yeah, exactly, and Bioice cannot do any more here. He does take out a tank for his troubles, which is great, but oh my god. BC's come back, and PureLegacy holds.
Yes, PureLegacy managed to hold, mate. He lost 1 CC, but that's no problem. There's more to where they came from. There we go. Another CC just landing there.
Oh god, exactly.
But Bioice has been doing it good. I don't think he has been like falling apart like we see other players do when things arrive at this. His macro is like on point, and maybe even more Corruptors are coming on the way. How many Corruptors are going to be? There are 7 plus... Okay, they're going to be 18 Corruptors, man. I think that's a little too much.
Yeah, I agree. Especially against, what, 3 BCs and that's it? Like, that's a lot of supply. And again, like, you need that supply because of Roach Ravager. Like, Roach Ravager is so supply inefficient. At the same time, though, nice snipe. He does take out 2 of those Cyclones. There's not a lot left here with this army. And now he can keep going and hit the 4th base. I'm sorry, the 5th base. The tanks are not really in position here, but the BCs do show up.
Yes, only 1 tank, definitely not the place that it's going to be, and the Corruptors, mate, going for another CC of PureLegacy. Are they going to be able to get it?
Oh my god, it's going to be close. It looks like they will get it. The BCs were out of position. There was only 1 missile turret to defend.
Yes, one of the attacks for Bioice fails, but the other one was very successful. And yeah, this is one of the things that you can win against a mech army, mate. You just starve it.
Yeah, exactly. Some nice movement there. He tries to jump on the BCs. It looks like, oh, he will not get one.
Oh my god, that BC survived.
Oh, what is that? 10 HP.
That's 1 more shot. Yeah, 1 more shot, and it had been over, mate. That was an incredibly lucky BC.
But this
I
is
mean,
the
that BC
problem.
needs to buy lottery tickets now.
We need to send a mule down and protect this BC. Like, oh my god. But now we have a maxed out 200 supply army. Sure, PureLegacy lost the base, but that doesn't matter. Meanwhile, the BC will go down. Oh god. But the corruptors are a little bit exposed. Oh god.
Yes, he's going to be winning the battle in the air, mate. I'm not sure if he's going to be winning the battle on the ground, because, mate, that's a lot of tanks that are still alive.
Exactly. Like, a maxed out mech army is a very terrifying sight to behold. And that is what we have here. Bioice's entire army evaporates, loses almost every single one of his corruptors, which is dangerous because there are still BCs.
Yes, definitely, mate, definitely. 3-3 is about to finish for PureLegacy, mate, and once it does, I'm afraid for Bioice and his units, mate, because that's a lot of DPS that the army is going to have. And there we go, 3-3 is finished.
3-3 is done. The second BC shows up. All the Roach Ravager is falling here. He's trying to go for a second wave. He's trying to push through. Can he break through this mech army? I mean, he's trying, but there's just so many tanks behind this. Oh my god.
Yes, that's a lot of tanks. There are 6 tanks going on at the same time. At the same time, Banelings, I think, were unconnected with SCVs here. 19 SCVs went down for PureLegacy.
Yeah, that's a good start here, but can he deal with this? To be fair, there's not a lot to protect the tanks. The tanks are pretty exposed, so some of them are going down. One BC just barely gets sniped there.
Yes, only one BC left on the map, but there are 11 tanks on the other hand.
Oh, but again, they're exposed.
Yeah, certainly coming from all sides. These tanks are going to be dealt with finally, and I think Bioice can finally take a little rest.
Exactly, he breaks through the tank line. The Lings flood in with this. The entire mech army is going to be cleaned up. At the same time, Bioice did lose the base, and he's losing a couple of drones here. But again, PureLegacy, I feel like he overstayed his welcome. That first push was so strong, was so powerful, but then he stuck around even after he lost all his Hellions to protect those tanks.
Yes, definitely. So now both players need to regroup a little, catch their breath, and then be ready for round number 2.
Exactly. Because both players, like, they're both bruised, they're both wounded, right? Like, they both had their losses, they both lost their bases, and now as a result, like, things are kind of even between them. Something that I've been waiting for, though, like, the Hive has been done for a while. Like, where the hell's the Greater Spire? Like, we saw the Mass Corruptor earlier. I was expecting to see Broodlords eventually, but we still don't see a Greater Spire.
Another base here lost for PureLegacy, mate. These Corruptors have been, like, doing better than I was expecting to.
Yeah.
Like, how many CCs have they killed with that? 4, I think?
They killed 3, maybe 4, at least 3, and god, they could even get another. Meanwhile, the Ravagers are trying to do what they can here. They kill a couple of SCVs, a couple of Deepers. Not bad at all. Bioice just doing a really good job at, as you said, just keeping the base count relatively low, doing what he can to the economy of PureLegacy.
Yes, I'm impressed. Like, PureLegacy has been playing a very strongly mech style this game, but Bioice is no easy opponent, mate. He has been able to hold and has been able to return the punches as well. That he
has. But yeah, I worry just because, like, he has been lacking in his upgrades a little bit. Like, he has +3 melee, but no +3 range. He's still lacking in the carapace. He's refining his army, but it's just because, like, they keep trading blow for blow. Like, Bioice, he still has to just keep remaxing on his army. Like, he hasn't had the opportunity to, like, be comfortable, maxed out, and focus on his tech.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes a little attack here by Bioice. There are Banelings here that are going to crash against the SCVs. 3 SCVs immediately die. Another more SCVs are going down because of the Bios. Is the planetary gonna go down? No, I don't think it will. There's enough repair and the army is here.
Yeah, that was so close, but in the end it wasn't worth it, and now the tanks are chasing down the Roaches and the Ravagers. This army will be cleaned up. There was a bit of a run by here on the right as well, but yo, there were plenty of tanks here to defend. Oh, PureLegacy takes a pretty big, like, win here. We do have a remax on Roaches, but yeah, we need some more Ravagers.
Yes. PureLegacy currently 20 supply out by Bioice, and man, he's about for his counter attack. A lot of tanks coming in are seen in different positions, mate. This base is completely lost. Let's see if he has enough them for for retaliating, mate, because here come the tanks.
Yeah,
They're
here
going in
comes.
siege mode. A lot of the Ravagers are going down.
Oh god, exactly. The biles were decent, but decent. We need more than decent, mate. A couple more do go off, but every single time Ravager's full whenever they get too close. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. But mate, I'm getting deja vu. We had a wave of wings, and once again, there's not a lot to protect these tanks. Like this, we'll see if PureLegacy overstays his welcome or if he's able to reinforce.
We'll see, mate. Here comes a range of links. They're trying to do a counter-attack, but there's enough tanks here. Only one tank destroyed. And yeah, PureLegacy is still threatening the bases of Bioice. I'm not sure Bioice has enough resources, mate, to build his army again. Look at the difference in resources between these two players. PureLegacy at 1500 and 2600. Meanwhile, Bioice, mate, he barely has a few hundreds each.
Exactly, and unlike last time, look at the spread of tanks, by the way. Like this is beautiful if you're a mech player. Like every single time Bioice gets close to bile down a tank, he can only get one at a time. Like they're just so well spread out.
Nice headball run by 14 drones went down there. Mate, those headballs were heroes.
Oh yeah, they did a lot, and in come the Thors. Thors are here. Tanks slowly leapfrog forward. Another base is gonna go down. At the same time, the Corruptors, they try to counterattack, but there are not enough Corruptors. Not this time. They will not get another base. And yeah, this is the slow end of Bioice, man.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the end. Bioice with less than 100 supply, and there we go. GG. PureLegacy takes game number 1.
Ooh, GG. Bioice, he was holding his own for quite some time there, but in the end, PureLegacy, it was just a little bit too much.
Yeah, GG, mate. Our Terran player goes 1-0 in this best of 3, mate, and I'm glad. I like when Terran wins.
Oh god. Funada Darking in the chat.
Look. Yesterday you had the Protoss bias, mate. You need now the Terran truth.
Oh god. It was a very strong game there by PureLegacy. Again, probably the biggest glaring thing for Bioice was just that he wasn't taking up, right? He was stuck with Roach Ravager Corruptor. He didn't really utilize his hive for whether it's a Greater Spire or Vipers as well. Like Vipers would have been amazing to either yoink tanks or use their blinding clouds, like anything, right? Like he just never really utilized the hive as well as he could have. And now we're getting into game 2.
If he can do better game in map number 2, it's gonna be Oxide LE. And here we go, people. Welcome everyone to Oxide LE, and spawning here, the player who's currently up 1-0, the American Terran player, PureLegacy.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Canadian Zerg player. He is red, representing Storm Gaming, currently down in this best of 3 semifinals, but can he bring it back? It is Bioice. Now, I have a question for you, Ducking, because it sounds like you tuned in to PureLegacy versus Gym Rising, at least some of the games. Did PureLegacy play mech every game, or just sprinkle it in?
I only watched a glimpse of game number 2, and PureLegacy was playing mech.
Okay.
Yes, and that was the game that PureLegacy lost because Jim overwhelmed him with Mytholisk.
Of course he did. Oh god. Amazing. Yeah, I was a little bit sad that we didn't get to catch that, but at the same time we were kind of on the Reaper hype train there. I don't know if you saw that, but the Madman 12 pulled every single game.
Yes, I saw, mate. I saw. Disgusting. I'm like, I cannot believe that I feel sorry for a Protoss player, mate, but I did. For Cristiano, mate. That game number 1.
Oh god, that was brutal. I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. Paco Mike didn't either. Like, oh god. But now they know. Reaper, he made a name for themselves. They're gonna have nightmares about him, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
12. Oh god. But he was stopped in the end. He was stopped by Zions. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yes, good work by him. I believe you mentioned it that Zion was probably watching the Paco Mike versus Reaper game, so he probably knew what he was expecting.
Yeah. He was in the chat for game 3. He was like, he was like, Paco, please, LOL. He was like laughing in the chat. So yeah.
Look, we would know that Paco is at his weakest at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Which is a shame, right? Like, it would have been great to see Pocket Mike have a bit of a deeper run, but this just was not his week for not a Pocket Mike playing too much Minecraft, man.
Is he? I don't know if actually Paco Mike's playing or not Minecraft.
I don't know either. I can't remember if he's part of it or not.
I know Shelby's playing. I know Jim is playing. I know... Who else? I don't know if either Darkness or Dastan are playing. I have no idea. But yeah, by the way, one thing that I wanted to correct you that I saw you mention earlier. You mentioned Guerra de Comunidades.
Yes.
And then you mentioned that there was one previous Guerra de Comunidades.
Yes.
No, man, there have been several Guerra de Comunidades. This is not something new. It's been going on for years.
There you go, mate. There you go. Years? With the same with the same groups? Or different ones?
It has been going, like, originally it was only like 4 streamers, if I recall correctly, and now there are 6 or 7. So they have added more people as time goes on. And this is the first time that they're gonna do one outside of StarCraft 2.
Ooh, okay. Branching out.
Yeah,
I like it.
August 7, everyone. August 7 on your favorite streamer channel.
I imagine
it is.
Yeah, I imagine they're all going to be streaming, right? Yeah.
Yes, everyone's going to be streaming their POVs, and I do not know what the format of the Minecraft thing they're doing, but at least when they were doing StarCraft 2, they were basically being the casters for the matches.
Yeah. Which I imagine the format that they're doing in Minecraft should have a spectator mode, ? It should.
No idea. I have only played like 3 hours on Minecraft in my life.
You're like, yo, I beat down a tree with my hands, and that's all I've done in Minecraft. Okay.
No, because a few years ago, when Minecraft was more new, there was a Humble Bundle where it included like 1 week of free access to Minecraft or something like that. But I just play like 3 or 4 hours, and I'm like, this is not my kind of game.
What do you mean? The free trial of it's like a $5 game, right? What?
No, back in the day, back in those days, Minecraft costed like $20 or something like that.
Yeah. True.
And yeah, I played it. And I'm like, not my kind of a game, so I never delved into it again.
I mainly played it in the alpha. I played it a little bit in the beta. I think when I stopped playing, they introduced the bed. I remember that. But I mean, it's a fun way to pass time. But yeah, just it depends like what you want to get out of a game. Meanwhile, speaking of games, we have Mech again.
Yes, we have Mech again. PureLegacy went without the battle cruisers this time. Instead, he went for the quick banshees. But I don't think the banshees did anything at all because I didn't see any dead drones in the tab. So. So I'm guessing they did nothing, but once again, quick mech by PureLegacy going for 2 quick factories, followed by the 2 armories. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bioice has been doing a really good job at denying the Hellions.
They have.
Hellions has done absolutely nothing so far.
Yeah, but you know what? They've opened things up for these Banshees. The Banshees, they finally come in across the map. How many workers can they get? Because there are 2 of them, they can one-shot, and 5 drones already go down.
7 drones in total, mate, because I think the Hellions may have killed a couple. But yeah, I mean, finally one goes down. Unfortunately, there were spores and an overseer everywhere, so the queens that remains can defend easily. And there you go, 12 drones in total. That was a nice damage done by only 2 banshees.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the Hellions a move command, mate. The Hellions a move command.
Oh my god, the Hellions, they were not anticipating all the lanes to be there. A lot of them get surrounded. And the Hellions get cleaned up, only 2 survive.
Pure Legacy, you were doing so good, then you went so bad.
Oh god, feels bad, man. And with that, I'm a little bit worried. You know, again, like Hellions, they do serve a purpose here when it comes to the mech composition. We've seen what happens to all these tanks when there isn't something to protect them from those lings. Cyclones are on the way, but again, like now there's no real presence from PureLegacy out on the map.
Yeah, there is. Now he needs to slowly build whatever it is composition that he wants to. Meanwhile, this gives Bioice time to take up, and he's going for Spire mates.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a different Spire here. You were talking about mutas when it comes to Gym Rising versus PureLegacy. We could see something similar here with Bioice.
I will assume so, mate, because there are no battle cruises. It will make no sense for Corruptors to come out. So I'm guessing Mutalisk, but PureLegacy just can't Spire.
Yeah, PureLegacy, he knows what's coming his way. There we go. Immediately starts Thor production here. We're going to be seeing missile turrets thrown down everywhere. We actually already have missile turrets, so he was already ready for that as well. Oh boy. So I have to wonder if Bioice is going to commit because he knows that he got scanned.
Well, the Spire had just finished. Let's see if there are any mutants in production, and the answer is maybe, because he started 7 overlords.
Yeah, he's supply blocked. Feels
I think
bad.
one overlord in the map died, and he needed it quickly to resupply. 11 overlords, mate. He doesn't want to be supply blocked anymore.
Is this a laser? What's happening right now? Oh my god, just nothing but overlords coming out. Jesus. Meanwhile, there we go. We were waiting for it. The Lings, they try to get us around. Oh, they do get a lot of good connections.
Nice Veiling connection made. All the Hellions are going to go down, and now there's nothing here to protect the Cyclones, mate. Most of the Cyclones go down, but Bioice has no more selling Veiling here to defend. But doesn't matter, mate, because 20 Mutalisks are about to pop out. 20.
Yeah, exactly.
It went from 0 to 100 in seconds.
Finally, we do see that supply being utilized, that Spire being utilized. We have a follow-up scan, confirms the infestation pit, confirms there's no hive, but I believe he did catch a glimpse of those mutants. I mean, he already started the Thor production. Okay, 3 Thors are already out, spread out nicely, but the mutants, they're looking to find a way to the main. Oh god.
Here come the Mutalisks. They're trying to box the first Thor up, and yeah, first Thor is going to go down. Second Thor probably is also going to go down, mate. I think there's enough here to be careful, because the Cyclones come back, mate, and that's a lot of damage that the Mutalisks are receiving, mate.
Oh my god.
Is Bioice gonna lose them?
Jesus Christ, a lot of mutas go down there in the end. 14 mutas died. Almost as many as these SCVs. Or more, actually.
Yeah, how did they die? Was there a setting run by that I didn't catch?
Oh my god, it looks like, yeah, there was a bit of a run by at the same time. So I guess, thankfully, Bioice got something for his mutas, but Jesus, that was a massive lose. There's more!
Oh no, Bioice, please pay attention. There we go, we went from 20 mutas to 2 in 1 minute.
Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, the Ling Raptors coming back in, but nice siege there by the Hellbats. So many of these things already go down, and Bioice gets deflected.
Yes, excellent job by PureLegacy, defended without basically losing anything, and very good so far. 166 supply for PureLegacy, 180 for Bioice. And yeah, PureLegacy is nearing max supply, and when he does, he's about to move out.
Yeah, that's a scary moment. That's a very scary moment here. Meanwhile, the Lings, they try and engage once again with the Hellions and the Cyclones. Sure, they're going to trade a little bit here. They do take out the Hellbats, you know, so he does get something for his trouble. But as you said, soon PureLegacy will be pushing out as he does take another base.
Yeah, mate, we're entering the mid to late game. Hive finally coming in for Bioice, about to finish. Let's see what the plan is once the Hive starts. I'm guessing, look, this is something that I wanted to say because we didn't see at all in the last game. That was Vipers, mate.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about them last game, right? The Vipers with their Abducts and their Blinding Clouds, they would have been amazing, but they were missing. So hopefully Bioice utilizes his Hive a little bit better this game. You know, unlike last game where he got +3 and that's kind of it. And I would hope that he does, right? There we go. He did reflect on game number 1, and he is going for those Vipers.
There we go. Helion's coming in, mate. A lot of drones. Bioice is not reacting, mate. All the mineral lines going to be lost.
Oh my god, 16 drones go down! Not just that, but a couple of wings as well, because why not? Ay, ay, ay.
An excellent trade with only 4 Helios, mate. You take that every day. Meanwhile, Blast of the Mutas to commit suicide.
Oh god, they didn't want to be a part of this game anymore. They just ended it. One thing that is going on is, I mean, Bioice, he's being cheeky. He's taking this base towards the bottom right, but here we go. PureLegacy finally is pushing out across the map. Once again, he has a lot of tanks, but he doesn't have much of a buffer. This just seems to be his style.
Look, you don't need any buffer, mate, if no units can come close to you. Okay?
True.
You just blast them from far away, but meanwhile, mate, these Zerglings are going ham.
Yeah, oh my god, the entire mineral line goes down here. Finally, PureLegacy responds, but again, because he relies so heavily on these tanks, he doesn't have a lot of maneuverability with his army. Meanwhile, in come the Vipers, throws down the blinding clouds. The tanks, they were clumped.
Yes,
oh
mate,
god.
that's a lot of tanks that cannot shoot, mate, and I think this is going to be an excellent threat for Bioice.
Mate, but with those
to be careful, the rest of the army came back to defense. But yeah, that was a lot of tanks that PureLegacy lost, mate.
Exactly, a lot of tanks went down, but there are still a lot of tanks where that came from. Like, because he makes so many of them, like he had some to spare. He's trying to force himself up this ramp, and he kind of is. Again, the Vipers are not here. They do not have enough energy for more blinding clouds.
I gotta say, mate, PureLegacy plays a little like a third player, mate, because, mate, he's building 6 tanks at a time, mate.
Oh my god, exactly.
That's a lot of tanks.
It's a lot of tanks. Ling Run By is cute, but not going to get any damage done here. 7 workers went down, but he does not hinder the production. He's coming across the map. Bioice, again, trying to go for more counterattacks, trying to force PureLegacy back home.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's working, mate. There is a planetary here, there are Thor here, tanks are sieging all the way. Once the South Sterlings fall down, mate, there's not much here to defend the Ravagers, and Bioice is forced to retreat.
Oh god, that he is. PureLegacy, he can, but now he's coming out across the map. He has all of his tanks, he's pushing out towards his top left-hand base, and again, Bioice just doesn't have much here. Where the Vipers are coming back in.
There you go, mate. Vipers round number 2. There's not many tanks to defend actually for PureLegacy, mate. So for Bioice. So Bioice can do a lot of damage here. A lot of SCVs are going to fall. But meanwhile, on the other side, PureLegacy is also doing his share of the work. One full base went down with a lot of drones, and now he's coming back to defend. Now Bioice, mate, he needs to retreat.
Yeah, that he does. Oh god, as he did deal a lot of damage, but it takes a couple of tank shots to the face. Bioice forced to back off. But I think he feels like satisfied with what he did, right? He basically took out a base, lost one of his own, sure, but I mean, he's got more where that came from.
Yes, 21 SCVs were killed in that engagement. That was very important. Now PureLegacy is down to 70 SCVs.
God, that he is. Ooh, another nice blinding cloud there on top of the Thors, keeping those Vipers alive.
There we go, finally, something that I wanted to see, mate. There are some nice joints going on. 2 tanks, 2 doors go down immediately. But I think, wait, he lost 1 Viper. He lost, I think, to 1 of the other Vipers.
He lost both Vipers, mate. Only 1 survived because of the nice target fire by those Thors on the Vipers whenever they got too close. God,
hey, look at that! Look at that sheath line, mate.
It's disgusting, mate. It's we were talking about this in game 1, and it's back here in game 2. Just the spread of these tanks. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sterling counter-attack on the other side of the map kills 11 more SCVs, which is really nice. Oh, the Thors were caught out of position, mate. But Bioice need to be very careful, mate. That's a lot of tanks still alive.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, again, the slow leapfrog, the nice spread as well. Earlier, a couple of tanks, they were kind of clumped up, but PureLegacy is rectifying that. At the same time, maybe we got a lot of Vipers. Show us the yoink, show us the blinding clouds. Oh.
A couple of binding clouds are going on, but the tanks are very well spread, so she needs a lot of binding clouds. But I think Bioice has enough army to break this through.
Yeah.
You see, mate, the blinding clouds are over. There's still a few tanks left, and more tanks arrive. So it was only like a trade for a trade, and I think it was a good trade for Bioice.
Definitely, definitely. Like a lot of tanks went down. Like we saw that. I felt like maybe he overmade the Vipers, but it was necessary because of how well they were spread. So we needed a lot of blinding clouds, and we saw them. Sure, PureLegacy takes out a base. He's going to take out another. To be fair, but I do think that Bioice is trading a little bit better here. Can he keep up the momentum? Because again, 6 tank production. It's it's brutal.
Look. If I were Bioice, mate, I would made an Idus. Just made an Idus, destroy all that production, and then you win.
Pull a Ryu, if you will. Maybe. Meanwhile, yo, the Lynx, they're getting a wraparound. They're getting on top of these stores.
Nice. A couple of doors went down. They're going now for the SCVs. There's still
The
not a planetary here, mate. No, the Vipers. One Vipers fall down immediately.
Oh my god, exactly. Thankfully, it was only one Bioice. He is forced all the way back. And PureLegacy, he does hold 4 now. Like Bioice is ahead in supply, but the longer this goes on, PureLegacy, mate, he closes that gap.
Oh god, but poor Celtics, mate. They stood a chance.
Oh my god,
There we go. A lot of the army of PureLegacy is clone, mate. Only a couple of good binding clouds, and yeah, the whole army has to retreat to the next step.
Oh god, exactly. But at the same time, the Vipers are being focused down by the Thors. Only 1 Viper remaining. 4 went down.
Hey, I'm not sure who to root for, mate. These two players are very close. They're trading blows like constantly, and to be honest, I'm not sure who's going to win.
I mean, losing those Vipers was brutal, and I feel like if that keeps happening, because that's not the first time, right? Then PureLegacy will eventually push through. It's all about it just comes down to the control in the next fight, you know. As the Vipers are being remade, a couple of them are coming out.
Oh, nice run by of all the Ravagers, mate. They're going to catch all these Hellions.
Ooh.
And are they going to focus the CC? Finally, the CC is gonna go down.
Maybe. No, the Viper's not again. Oh god.
Mate, that move command, mate.
You say move command, it's any move with a Viper, mate. Oh gosh.
But yeah, the CC finally went down. 12 more SCVs are killed, and now Bioice is going to focus the planetary.
No, the Vipers, no. Every single Viper went down before using a single spell. It's only Roach Ravager, and oh god, that's not going to be enough. Bioice, he doesn't have more Vipers on the way.
Bioice a little greedy. He tried to and he tried to go for the planetary fortress, but unfortunately it didn't work out. He lost a lot of army there.
Yeah, and I think that was...
He's losing a lot of army here as well.
Yeah, that fight over here on the left was the beginning of the end, mate, for Bioice. Like, the rest of his army, it's falling apart, mate. Look at the gap in supply. Look at the supply lead from PureLegacy.
Yeah, mate. 70 supply ahead for PureLegacy, mate. Bioice doesn't have any money left. It has no minerals. So whatever army remains is the only army that he's going to have the rest of the game, mate.
Yeah. PureLegacy, he fought well. He fought very well for a lot of this game, but eventually, like, there was just too much mech there, too much Terran. You could also argue a couple of times, right, where he just didn't quite have enough to take out a base, you know, like this, it took so long to kill this base here, for example. He traded so inefficiently to finally get it. The mutas, right, they didn't do anything, if you recall. 20 mutas they just died early on.
Here we go, mate. The last desperation move from Bioice. We have Stormclaws on the way.
Yeah, Swarmers are on the way. They would have been nice earlier. they legitimately would have been nice earlier. There were moments where there weren't that many Thors out.
Mate, the Vipers, where are they going? Not again.
Oh no.
Look, the Thors are preparing, mate, and there we go.
Yeah, the Vipers, they're all gonna go down. Oof.
Oh,
F's
no.
in the chats.
I don't wanna open the units lost tab, mate, to see how many Vipers have died this game.
You know, that's fine. 12 Vipers have died this game. Oh no. Again, Swarmhosts are a nice addition, but oh god, a couple of them do get picked off. They would have been nice earlier. They definitely would have been nice earlier, and it's too little, too late.
Yes, too little, too late. Unfortunately, now PureLegacy moving on into the bases of Bioice, and Bioice doesn't have any much to defend.
Exactly. The hatchery is gonna go down. God, this Bioice just doesn't have a lot here. He keeps getting some more value with these swarm hosts, which is nice. Oh, juicy blinding clouds there.
Yes, you see blinding clouds. The Tams are forced to retreat on Siege Mate, and they're going to be hunted by this Roach Trapper.
Yeah, a lot of tanks go down, which is great, but you know, when you're up against PureLegacy, like, he's got so much more where that came from. Oh god.
Yeah, another base here lost for Bioice Mate, and the drones are also going to probably fall.
This is one of those replays where I don't know if I want to show this to Neo. I don't know if I want like, is this what I want Neo to turn into? Is this really what I want? Oh,
look, what you want your player mate to turn into a winner, whatever it takes.
Oh god, there's gotta be a line, Darking. There's gotta be a line.
Hellbats coming here, mate. They're instantly targeting the hatchery, and another hatchery is going to fall, mate. Bioice is down to 3 bases, neither of which have minerals, mate.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just there's just nothing here. I mean, at least the tanks will get cleaned up, but there's still plenty of Hellions. Oh no, the Sword Host! No!
And G says Bioice, and PureLegacy advances to the finals.
GG, well played. Congratulations, PureLegacy, on taking the win here in the semifinals. Bioice both games, like, he held up. He fought very well there, but at some point he did fall off, right? Like, in the beginning he had some amazing Viper control, he had some amazing fights, but slipped up towards the end there. Maybe it's a stamina thing, maybe it's an endurance thing. GG.
GG, mate.
And now we are getting ready for our next series. And oh, I just realized something, by the way. We only have one Latin American player left, and he's automatically going to get the bonus, right?
Yes. Congratulations to Scions once again. He becomes the highest Latin American player remaining, and he's going to walk away with $10 US.